As we have seen tonight, Jesus was a great storyteller. His stories help us see what he thought more clearly.
A couple of those stories give us a graphic picture of the joy God has every time someone sees the light of God and goes from being a lost soul to a saved saint.
There once was a man who had 100 sheep.
One day, as he was counting, he discovered that there were only 99. One was missing.
So he went out to search for the sheep.
He looked
and looked
and looked,
but to no avail.
It was beginning to get dark and cold, but the man would not stop looking.
Finally, he heard the sheep. He followed the sound until he came to a hole.
The man pulled the sheep out of the hole, put it over his shoulder, and carried it home.
When he reached the house, he shouted for joy so that all of his neighbors could rejoice with him.
Then there was a woman who had 10 coins.
One day, she discovered one was missing.
She lit a candle
and began to sweep the whole house to find the coin. She swept everywhere. Finally, she found it way under her bed.
She then calls all of her friends to tell them of the good news.
These two people rejoiced over finding one lost sheep and one lost coin. A person who doesn't know Jesus is lost. Jesus keeps seeking those who are lost, and when one accepts him, all of the angels in heaven rejoice. Tonight, our eyes have been opened to several things.
If not opened, at least reminded of the things we already knew.
We've seen that God is present even when we don't see him.
We've seen that not just hearing God's words, but doing what he says builds a strong foundation that the storms of life cannot destroy.
We've also seen that part of following Jesus is having a heart free from distractions, which allows us to grow so that we can help others know him.
And we've seen how much joy there is in heaven when just one more sinner comes to Christ.
But we must see that our joy is not complete yet. There is still work to be done.
There are still souls that need Jesus, and they are ready to accept him just like a crop that is ready to be harvested from a field.
So, as we've had our eyes and ears open tonight, we can hear loud and clear the words of Jesus when he said, "I tell you, open your eyes and look at the fields. They are ripe for harvest."